Hey guys, it's RJ back with another video, and this right here is my WWE NXT review for January 23rd, 2013. And this episode is really good. Just the atmosphere in the NXT arena was just awesome. Just everything that happened had a reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? And the crowd listened to to the matches and all that stuff, and the WWE live crowds on the road, and at the Raws and SmackDowns and stuff like that, they need to be ashamed of themselves, because this crowd was just amazing, and the rest of the crowds are just boring. They really are. But anyways, we get Shawn Michaels. He's in the ring. He opens the show and cuts a promo on NXT. Then he talks about the NXT tag titles and how important they are to win, and how everybody in the NXT locker room needs to pay attention to, the NXT tag titles, because they can jumpstart careers, and it's up to them if they want to jumpstart a good career. And he announces then he talks about the tag team title tournament. So yeah, it was a pretty good opener. And he said, if you're not down with that, he only got 2 words for you: suck it. Then we go to the opening credits. Then we get match number 1 of the tag title tournament. The Wyatt family, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper versus Yoshitatu, aka the Jobber Squad, and Percy Watson, excuse me. This is actually a pretty good match, actually. It wasn't a squash like that last match a couple of weeks ago. It was actually a pretty good one. It was a lot of back and forth action. It wasn't all squash. But the ending came where Luke Harper just kills Percy Watson with a damn good lariat. Then we got backstage segment where Dusty Rhodes, he's talking about the tag team title tournament, and he wants to give Alex Riley and Derek Bateman a shot, and they accept. The Corey Graves comes up, and he talks about how he was screwed out of the NXT title, how he didn't get his rematch because of what the Shield did to him. He talks about how he's not in the tag team title tournament. And Alex Riley, I guess, was supposed to punk him out. Called him a circus boy, and Derek Bateman's doing do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And then they go away. Alex Riley tells Corey Graves is he feeling froggy and all that stuff, and then Alex and Derek leave, and Dusty Rhodes says that he's not in the tag team title tournament because nobody wants to tag with him, even Jake Carter. And Corey Graves says, Dusty Rhodes says he has an idea. He's going to put Corey Graves in a match with Jake Carter. And Dusty Rhodes says if he wants to make a name for himself, he better win that match and have a good impact in it. And Graves tells Dusty, you find Carter, and I will start my roadway to the NXT title. So that was pretty good. They gave Corey Graves a lot of talking time in this episode. Then we get Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. This is actually a pretty good Divas match, actually. Everybody knows me, I'm really skeptical of Divas matches, but Sasha Banks did pretty good here, and Alicia Fox too, actually. And the ending comes where Alicia Fox attempts to do a power slam on Sasha Banks, but she kind of rolls her up 1, 2, 3, and Sasha Banks wins. Then immediately afterwards, we get a page video package talking about it was one we've seen before about how she's an anti-diva, she's a fighter, and she's not here to be all pretty and all that stuff. And the less people know about her, the better. Then immediately afterwards, Oksana says that she's going to beat Paige. Paige stole her look and all that stuff. Oksana cannot talk at all. That match next week, Paige is going to win. That's all I have to say. Then you get Conor O'Brien. He has like this promo too, promoting him, saying that he is the only true Ascension. Then he does his creepy laugh. Then we get Corey Graves and Jake Carter. This is a pretty good match, actually. This is another back and forth one. And Corey Graves wins with the 13th step. and he's got new theme music, almost similar to Edge's. It comes on like Edge's music. I'm kind of going to miss the Outcome theme, but this one sounds pretty cool, too. Then afterwards, he cuts a promo about declaring anarchy on NXT. Basically about what he said earlier about not being in a tag team title tournament, and about not being getting his rematch for the NXT title. And he tells Alex Riley the next time he sees him, he's gonna do what everybody else does, and he's gonna stay down. Then we get Oliver Gray and Adrian Neville against Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre, the three-man band. This is actually another pretty good match. Oh, well, doy. Neville did a lot of good stuff in this matchup, man. He was doing some moves, and he was doing that handstand moonsault thing. Not moonsault, but foot thing that he does. And, man, that was amazing. He did that like 6 times in a row. It was just awesome. He had some high-octane moves and energy, man. His energy was awesome. Oliver Gray did a lot more stuff than we used to seeing from him because he was in squash matches before. But Oliver Gray did a lot of good stuff in this matchup. He had Heath Slater in this kind of like elbow submission and all that stuff. He was putting a lot of submissions on there and on Heath Slater in them. So he had a good part in this win, too. And the ending came where Neville was doing those flips, and Drew McIntyre knocks him off the rope. But he hangs onto the ropes and headbutts him in the stomach, then kicks him in the head, and hits the corkscrew moonsault, shooting star press, on McIntyre. And Tony Dawson was amazed by this again. And the crowd was like, oh! And I was like, man, oh man, that was just beautiful. So they advance. So the 2 teams that advance so far, the Wyatt family and Adrian Neville and Oliver Gray. Then we got Big E Langston. Big E Langston time. He squashes Axel Keegan in a non-title match. With the big ending, of course. He goes to do it one more time in a 5 count, but then Conor O'Brien shows up on the Titantron, and Conor O'Brien cuts a promo on Big E in the 5 count about what it means to him and how in 2 weeks he's going to show him what he feels about the 5 count. Big E Langston's angry that he proceeds to hit the big ending again. Does the 5 count. Then the crowd chants one more time, so he does it one more time, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he celebrates in the ring as the show goes off. Like I said again, this was a great show. And this was just a great show. I love it. With the Graves program, the NXT title tournament, Conor O'Brien and Big E Langston obviously having a feud. That's going to be a good one between 2 big boys right there. And Sasha Banks finally winning the match. So, yeah. I thought this episode of NXT was really, really good. And, yeah. This is Large with another video, and peace.